You're watching the Mythic 4v4 tournament produced by All Access Studios.
All right. Welcome back once again. I do have Kevin on the line. Right now, we're working on the second game that we're going to stream. It's going to be the winners bracket semifinal game number 2. This is going to be Old and Posted versus Swat Nation. We're going to take a look at the bracket right now. It should be updated. Let's find out. Yeah, Team 0 and Old Men of Halo in quarterfinal 1. Looks like it's still going. We're going to get that updated as soon as we can. We just witnessed Mink Me Daddy overcome the Krusty Crushers, so they have advanced to the semifinal. Meanwhile, Old and Posted and SWAT Nation are queued up, ready to go for us. They've already played game 1. SWAT Nation took that first game. Not sure what the score was, but they definitely won the first game, so I'm going to go ahead and stop talking and start in the lobby. That way we get this going. But Kevin, any idea who you want to start with in this match? I think these are, it's all new teams, right?
Oh yeah, all new teams. I don't actually recognize most of the names, but I do know SWAT Nation. You know, they're a very dedicated, competitive SWAT community over there.
Absolutely.
And so you know that they like to get a little sweaty. So I think you might want to hop over their perspective a little bit. You might be seeing something a little special coming for us here.
Absolutely, and I think honestly, in my opinion, they're one of the favorites to take this tournament. But nevertheless, we're gonna go ahead and get this going.
So which team is which color?
So it should be SWAT Nation, should be the red team. And yep, that looks correct.
Right on. Okay, so let's get right into this. Again, same thing as kind of like the previous Slayer match that we talked about before. All about controlling the rocket launcher, the binary rifle, and the OS. Right now, the OS is still available. Someone did try to go over for it, but it got taken out. Looks like we were just trying to clear out some space. There are 2 down for the blue team right now. Red is making a push. Hopefully, try to make something happen with that. Rockets are down right now, and so there's an opportunity for the red team to pick that up. Red team did just pick up OS at top mid, so expect to see that at 9:27 is going to be the next spawn for that right there. The Rockets did really get picked up. No, the binary is over for the red team right now as well. Rockets are in the Ghost Wave's hands for the blue team. So power weapon and power up advantage to the red. As you can see, they are winning 7-4 right now at the moment. But nice shots there come from Ghost Wave right there to come and get that kill with that rocket right there. He's trying to avoid getting hit with the nades, but then gets taken out over there by Nick. Over there, so so he's able to pick up those rockets. There should be about 1 shot left in those to see if he's able to make anything happen with that. And that was all we can see, that the blue team is kind of trying to hold back. We have a little bit of a flank coming over from Blob. See if he was able to make something happen right there. Looks like kind of like trying to go around, but it looks like the spawn's really pretty much just flipped right now. So everyone just kind of strategically rotating around the map at the exact same time to avoid each other right now. And it looks like it's pretty even. So right now that the red team is winning 12-6 at the moment. We'll see what happens when the next round of power-ups and power weapons come up and see what is going to happen. Right? Yeah, red team taking advantage of it. I think you said that was SWAT Nation, right? It was red team.
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah, so say like I said, SWAT Nation. They know about how to play competitively. They're used to it, and so they're able to take advantage of their previous experience of being able to, like I said, play competitively and also, use communication and teamwork to take advantage. But that's actually, a little bit of a swing back towards the blue team over here. They're able to bring it back. Only 15-11 right now. It's really anybody's game at the moment. Good job coming from Old and Posted to bring it back and hopefully, get things going in their favor. We have just trying to set for the OS. He's not quite sure what time it's popping up, but he knows it's coming up real soon. It's going to be popping up, I believe, in about 3 seconds at the moment. He's trying to stay alive. He's able to pick it up right there. 9:28. He picks that up. And so in the next 2 minutes, that OS will be back up. And I believe that we will be seeing the next round of power weapons coming up here in about 15 seconds, if I remember correctly. Probably every 3 minutes, they should be spawning up.
Yep, it looks like the sniper and the invis are on 2-minute timers, and then the rockets are on every 3.
Yes, yeah, your classic style of Halo right there. All right, but that binary rifle is down bottom mid. See if anyone's gonna be able to pick that up. Ghostwave does have the new rockets that just popped up right there. Again, he was able to put some damage in last round of the power weapon. See what he's able to make it happen with this. Make some magic happen. Get the blue team back into this game, and hopefully take a little bit of a lead. Yeah, we'll see. Pioneer Rifle is still down bottom. Top mid just got taken out right there by Ghostwave with the rockets. Again, he's putting some damage in. Pioneer Rifle is still down bottom mid. If anyone can have an opportunity to pick that up, it would be certainly beneficial. Looks like it just despawned after the inactivity right there.
Yeah.
So not able to really utilize that power weapon to its fullest right there. Good shot there by Ghostwave to get a shot on the rocket. There shoots another one. There's another what's happening there. Looks like it does get a kill with the nade. 3 down though for Old and Posted right there.
Yeah, once again, SWAT Nation leading the series 1-0 at the moment. This is game 2, Slayer on Goliath. And SWAT Nation, they got a 4-kill lead right now. And we're on board with Kakashi. He's got 1 kill. He's got some more people in his sights right now. Any idea what the key is here? I see a lot of great map movement out of SWAT Nation. I think maybe that's part of the reason that they're able to keep that lead and sustain it so far. They're doing a lot of great jumps, I think.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I really like about this map. But there are so many different ways to maneuver this map. I mean, it does look pretty restricting at first, but then once you get better map knowledge, you're able to understand the certain little kind of jumps that are hidden throughout this whole map.
Yeah,
a lot of the little lights that are on the side of the walls are able to be picked up.
Yeah, we literally just watched Kakashi leap around the map and then flank blue team pretty darn effectively. So definitely, I think a key to winning on this map as far as Slayer goes.
Yeah, and also it looks like Nick did just pick up the OS top mid, and they do have the Binary Rifle as well over for SWAT Nation. So I expect to see that around the 5:30 mark. You'll be seeing the next OS popping up right there. And I believe that the Binary Rifle might actually be set up as more of a secondary power-up weapon, kind of like a shotgun rather than a like a typical power weapon right there. As a 3-minute timer, because I did see it get despawned and then pop back up at a random kind of time. So interesting spawn choice for that weapon right there. Now looks like a lot of action going over on the red side of things, and Nick is able to hold up top mid, utilizing that OS to stay alive and get that kill right there. Jumps down bottom mid to kind of heal up and go a little bit of a flank right there. The blue team over kind of trapped back in their spawn right now. You know, they're kind of struggling a little bit to kind of make way, but it looks like the spawns did just flip over to the red side as well. So we'll see how well SWAT Nation is able to recover for this. They do recognize that there are 2 guys over in the red side of the map, it looks like. Oh, but Tim goes, the nice melee takes him out right there. A nice double kill right there, but then gets taken out. But excellent job right there. I believe that was Ghostwave who was able to pick up a nice double kill. Looks like we have looks like SWAT Nation trying to set up maybe a little bit for the next OS. At least trying to get like this little power position set up for when that does pop up, which should be in the next 20 seconds or so. Rockets are up bottom mid right now, and looks like we have Serial is able to pick that up, move into the red base to try to clean up any kills right there by where Nick is. But it looks like he's able to get 1 kill, looks like, with that rocket. Nice job right there. Camo should be popping up any second now. Excellent utilization of those rockets right there, being able to pick off more and more nubby scrubbies to get more kills right there. OS did just pop up and got picked up by SWAT Nation, rated at 515. So it's gonna be very difficult right now, I would say, for the oh my god, I'm blanking my name. Old and Posted, the comebacker here. I did say this is a 200 kill Slayer match.
I don't think so. This should be it should be Slayer. Is it advancing per kill?
It says 200 kill Slayer to win.
Right. Okay. Kill.
I think a lot of players. I think a lot of players are kind of sitting around going like, "Is this game over?"
It's definitely game over.
Yeah, it's
all
over.
Right. That's a game for SWAT Nation. I'm not sure how that happened. Things are getting kind of mixed up here, mumble jumbled, but nevertheless, SWAT Nation definitely, doing what they needed to do to take that victory. If you don't mind, break down the stats for me real quick.
I will certainly do that. We have Smoke Yadid. Yeah, ya dig. Smoke ya dig. Coming in big with a 17 and 9. Doing a great job right there for sure. We also had just great job from Kakashi and Clutch Mode, or Clutch Domes, I should say, for handing out the assists as well. Helping out the team. I'm sure Yadig probably benefit from that just a little bit, maybe a little bit. We also can see that the SWAT Nation, using their competitive background to be able to take a little advantage of old and post it.
Absolutely, yeah. So we're looking at the series layout right now. Abyss Bomb and Goliath Slayer both go to SWAT Nation. Right now, their opponent they got their back on the ropes. Game 3 is going to be Cryptic King. We're going to do our best to make sure that it loads up correctly. But what do you think the chances are that our opponents here, bring it back and get a win here in Game 3?
I mean, last time we did see, was it Mink Me Daddy and Crusty Crushers have a solid King of the Hill match on that map. So it really, and they were kind of on their back foot the whole series for a lot of that last series, but then that King of the Hill was really competitive. And so we'll see if Old and Posted's able to kind of understand the rotations of the hills to get different setups, because you see that's what happened last game. Even though you might be, struggling on one hill, you can set up for the next one, be it play on the defensive side of things, which is a much easier thing to do, especially when it comes to playing objective modes in Halo, that you definitely want to be more on the defensive side of things. So then you hopefully get more guys being a little more aggressive, kind of throwing the bodies at the hill rather than actually slaying out then jumping on. So definitely with objective modes, you can really kind of go either way. So I'm expecting to see a pretty decent game here. But we'll see what happens. I mean, if you do look over on the experience side of things, I don't know if they're using Smurfs or anything, but the ranks are a little low on the side of Old and Post-it, where on the SWAT Nation side, they've got 150, 150, 149, 150. So these boys like to play.
Absolutely. I'm kind of taking my time here trying to make sure that everything kind of straightens out with the game type. But nevertheless, we're loading in right now. This is going to be Cryptic King of the Hill. We've seen this once already. It was a very close game. Do you kind of predict that's going to happen again?
It depends. I think more about the game knowledge when it comes for Old and Post-it. I think it's up to that. Understanding the hill rotations are going to be crucial to be able to do well. It didn't really seem like the power weapons were too effective on this map. I mean, the railgun's obviously pretty good, but I think a scatter shot might be something you want to hold on to, as you can utilize that weapon to also kind of bank shots around corners to hopefully get kills as well. That's one thing I love about the scatter shot. It's one of my favorite additions to the Halo sandbox is the scatter shot, because it's such a unique weapon, and I think it's awesome. Looks like we have SWAT Nation pushing already for the railgun, where they're able to pick up, but not without a little bit of heat coming from Old and Post-it. But it looks like, nice little turnaround right there by get that kill on Saints for sure. Be able to go around. Looks like SWAT Nation is able to come up with a little bit of hill time right there. Looks like a bit of a call out from the team saying, "Hey, let me grab that hill. I got the power weapon. Back up. I'm the one-man army. I don't just sit up. Move out of my way. I'm putting out the damage. So let's make this happen."
Absolutely, 15-0 at the moment. It seems like SWAT Nation just doing a really good job of holding, map presence. They're kind of strategically spread out right now, whereas the other team is kind of having trouble penetrating any type of that map control.
Yeah, like I said, SWAT Nation, they're no strangers to competitive gaming. They have that's what their whole community is based on. It's just a competitive SWAT, and definitely know what they're doing for sure. And looks like they're trying to put a little heat over here on this next hill. One guy down, two down for Old and Post-it. But it looks like they're still able to hold that hill time, surprisingly. Great job to kind of help rotate and get back on the hill to keep that time coming, because once you have an advantage on SWAT Nation, you need to take advantage of it. Absolutely, you need to. As you can see, they're a pretty strong team from the last couple of games we were watching. Oh, and he just gets bodied by 3 players coming in from SWAT Nation, taking over that hill. They're like, move out, we're coming in, this is what we're doing, deal with it.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what's happening.
It looks like Serial knows exactly where his enemy is going to spawn. He was already preemptively nading and shooting, and sure enough, an enemy popped up right there. Clearly a lot of experience in this playlist that's so young. I guess a sign of good players,
Oh, absolutely, because being able to understand the game is crucial when it comes to doing well. As you can see right here, though, like I mentioned earlier, understanding the hill rotations and setting up for when those are going to move is super important, and that's exactly what Old and Post-it has done with this next hill. Even though the first 2 hills seem to be more in favor of SWAT Nation, but Post-it was able to get some solid timer there and bring it back. But the raw power of SWAT Nation is able to overcome that setup and grab some more hill time right there. As you can see, they're trying to move around a little bit right here. Well, yeah, obviously, but more hill time being grabbed by SWAT Nation. This team, you can definitely tell there's a good chemistry coming with these guys right here. Scatter shot just got dropped by the hill as well. As you can see, it was just called out. One of the members of SWAT Nation went to go pick it up, but then also gets averaged by the whole team. 4 down for SWAT Nation. Excellent job there by Old and Posted to turn the tides back in their favor. This seems to be like their hill. They pretty much dominated that one for the most part. I mean, also SWAT Nation did have a good amount of hill time, but I think that one probably goes into the favor of Old and Posted for that hill. Now this one's obviously, like we've seen before, really difficult to hold, just because there's very little cover, little to no cover, so many different angles to watch out for, and a railgun, as you can tell, a little dangerous for Old and Posted.
Absolutely.
Not exactly good for their health. So that means SWAT Nation was able to come back in and give a little more hill time right here. And doing a great job of slaying out. This is a decent little setup they have here for SWAT Nation. Grabbing any amount of time on hill, and this is it's an achievement. Because as you can say, like I said, there's no cover, multiple angles to get shot from, and you can see that SWAT Nation is taking their time to make sure that they have the numbers to make sure they push, which is exactly what they're doing right now. As Old and Posted went down 3-0, three players down again, still for Old and Posted. Not a whole lot of hill time going to SWAT Nation, but I think that they want to make sure that they grab it just in time. Not a whole lot of numbers when they're on that middle hill. Back over to the previous hill, and we can see what happens going on here. 3 down, 4 down for Old and Posted. SWAT Nation again with the raw power coming in and taking advantage of it. Okay, and we're just gonna be kind of sitting here there watching a little bit more. I'm not quite exactly sure what the weapon times are at the moment, though I would probably expect to see some power weapons kind of coming around here, at least pretty soon. But SWAT Nation just doing a great job of having an awesome setup. Having one guy on the hill, like I mentioned earlier, that's all you ever need. But you have another guy really close by, which they do, to help out just whenever that one player on the hill does get taken out. 2 other players kind of roaming around, setting up, flanking around, keeping them all back, making sure that guys that are good defending the hill are under so much heat, in which they're doing an awesome job of that right now. And looks like Old and Posted's really trying, to find some kind of way to get through this defense right here, but they weren't able to make it through it, so they try setting up for the next hill. But SWAT Nation is already there, 3 down again for Old and Posted. Things are looking a little rough for them right now. That's why you play the whole game. That's a great thing about, but of course there is a little bit of time to worry about as well when it comes to being able to be effective as possible when it comes to this. But we'll see what SWAT Nation is able to do a little bit more, or we'll see if you never know. Old and Posted might get a little giddy up in their step and just try to swing it back around to their favor. But SWAT Nation certainly coming up with a dominating performance in this King of the Hill right here. And they were already set up. Look at that, already for the top mid hill. Well, I'm supposed to try to get a little hill time, but there's just too many people. Too many people playing defense right now. And that's looking like game right now when it comes to King of the Hill on, I believe the map's called Cryptic, right? Yes, and SWAT Nation does walk away with the dubs on that one. So that's a 3-0 sweep in favor of SWAT Nation. The teamwork, the experience certainly played in their favor when it came to playing this mode.